Have you ever noticed how some people move forward quietly while others remain stuck for years? Both wake up early. Both stay busy. Both say they are trying. Yet one slowly improves while the other feels trapped in the same place. This difference is not luck. It is not talent. And it is not motivation. The difference is something most people ignore because it feels too small to matter. Tiny daily actions. Most people believe big results come from big moves. A dramatic decision. A sudden breakthrough. A powerful burst of effort. But real progress works in the opposite direction. It grows slowly. It grows quietly. It grows through actions so small that you barely notice them while they are happening. These are micro-habits. Micro-habits are actions that feel almost meaningless in the moment. Reading one page. Walking for a few minutes, saving a small amount of money, waking up slightly earlier. Choosing silence instead of complaining. Each action feels too weak to create change. That is why people dismiss them. But over time, these tiny actions reshape your entire life. Imagine a single drop of water landing on a stone. Nothing happens. The stone does not crack. The surface does not change. Now imagine that same drop falling on the same spot every single day for years. Slowly, the stone weakens. Eventually, it breaks. This is the compound effect. Small actions repeated consistently create massive outcomes. Your life follows the same rule. Every habit you repeat is a drop. Every decision you make is a drop. Most drops feel invisible, but they are not neutral. Each one moves you slightly forward or slightly backward. Over time, direction becomes destiny. The reason micro-habits feel powerless is because the human brain is wired for immediate rewards. You want results you can see. You want feedback now. When progress does not appear quickly, you assume the action does not work, so you quit. This is why people chase motivation and intensity. They feel productive. They feel exciting, but they rarely last. Real change does not arrive with excitement. It arrives with consistency, quiet, repetitive, boring, powerful. Think about your daily routine. Nothing dramatic happens. You wake up, you eat, you work, you rest. Each day feels similar. But your life today is the result of thousands of small choices you made in the past. You did not suddenly become who you are. You slowly built yourself through repetition. Every time you choose to wake up 10 minutes earlier, you are shaping your discipline. Every time you read one page, you are shaping your thinking. Every time you skip an unnecessary expense, you are shaping your financial future. Every time you choose calm over complaint, you are shaping your mindset. These choices do not shout. They whisper, but they never stop working. Micro-habits are like interest. Small at first, almost unnoticeable. But when given time, they grow faster than effort alone. This is why people who focus on small daily improvements eventually outperform those who chase big short-term wins. The biggest mistake people make is underestimating small actions and overestimating motivation. Motivation fades. Habits remain. Motivation depends on mood. Habits depend on structure. When you rely on motivation, progress feels inconsistent. When you rely on habits, progress becomes automatic. Micro-habits also remove resistance. Big goals feel heavy. They demand willpower. They invite excuses. Small actions feel easy. They do not trigger fear. They do not invite overthinking. You do not need courage to read one page. You do not need motivation to walk for 2 minutes. You just do it. This is where real momentum begins. Momentum does not start with intensity. It starts with consistency. Once an action becomes easy to repeat, it becomes stable. Once it becomes stable, it begins to grow. At first, results stay invisible. This is the hardest phase. The first week looks the same as the second. Nothing changes on the outside, but everything changes on the inside. Neural pathways strengthen. Identity begins to shift. Discipline builds quietly. Most people quit here. They assume nothing is happening. They look for proof. They want evidence. But the compound effect does not provide early rewards. It provides delayed rewards. Those who stay consistent long enough eventually reach a tipping point. Progress that was once invisible suddenly becomes obvious. People then ask how it happened so fast. It was never fast. It was simply unnoticed. Micro-habits also protect you from burnout. When actions are small, they are sustainable. You do not exhaust yourself. You do not rebel against your own plans. You build trust with yourself. You show up daily. That consistency creates confidence. You begin to see yourself differently. Not because of a result, but because of repetition. You become someone who follows through, someone who acts even when progress is invisible. Someone who understands that growth happens quietly. This is the foundation of everything that follows: identity, responsibility, momentum, consistency, tracking, acceleration. None of it works without micro-habits. They are the base layer, the hidden force shaping your future every day. You do not need to change your entire life today. You only need to choose one small action and repeat it. That single choice, repeated long enough, can change everything. Once micro-habits become part of your life, something deeper begins to change. It is not visible at first. It does not show up in results or praise. It shows up in how you see yourself. This shift is quiet, but it is powerful. Your identity starts to change. Most people try to change their lives by forcing behavior. They push themselves. They rely on pressure. They depend on motivation. This approach fails because behavior follows identity, not the other way around. You do not act first and then believe. You believe first and then act. Micro-habits work because they reshape identity slowly. When you read one page every day, you stop saying you want to read more. You start seeing yourself as someone who reads. When you walk for 5 minutes daily, you stop thinking about getting healthy someday. You start seeing yourself as someone who takes care of their body. When you save a small amount consistently, you stop hoping for financial stability. You begin acting like someone who plans ahead. These identity shifts happen without force. You do not need disciplined talks or motivational speeches. Repetition does the work. Each completed action sends a signal to your brain. This is who I am. And once your brain accepts that identity, behavior becomes natural. This is why micro-habits feel easy after a while. You are not pushing yourself anymore. You are simply being yourself. Now look at choices. Every habit begins as a choice. And every day you make hundreds of them. Most are so small that you do not notice them. But they matter more than big decisions. People believe life changes through major moments. A new job, a big opportunity, a turning point. But those moments only amplify the direction you are already moving. The real drivers of life are ordinary choices repeated daily. Think about your morning again. The moment you wake up, you choose. Get up or snooze. That single choice shapes your energy. Then you choose where your attention goes, your phone or your focus. Then you choose what you eat, then how you respond to stress. None of these choices feel important. But together, they decide your day. By night, your results are not random. They are the sum of your decisions. This is where personal responsibility becomes powerful. Responsibility is not blame. Responsibility is ownership. When you accept that your choices shape your life, you regain control. You stop waiting for circumstances to change. You start changing your actions. Many people avoid responsibility because it feels heavy, but responsibility is freedom. When you stop blaming external factors, you stop feeling helpless. You realize that even small choices are within your control. The danger lies in invisible choices. These are decisions you make without thinking, extra scrolling, small delays, skipping effort because it will not matter today. These choices feel harmless because the consequences are delayed, but they compound quietly. The same rule applies in the positive direction. Reading 5 minutes, drinking water, practicing gratitude, learning one concept. These choices also feel insignificant, but they pull you upward over time. This is why awareness matters. You cannot change what you do not notice. Start asking yourself simple questions. Is this choice moving me forward? If I repeat this action daily for a year, where will it take me? These questions do not demand perfection. They demand honesty. They help you pause before acting automatically. Another trap people fall into is the victim mindset. It is easy to blame family, money, timing, or luck. Blame feels comforting because it removes responsibility, but it also removes power. The moment you say it is because of them, you say you cannot act. Taking responsibility does not mean ignoring challenges. It means acknowledging that you still have influence. You may not control everything, but you control your actions, reactions, and decisions. When you accept this, your behavior changes. You stop waiting for motivation. You stop hoping for perfect conditions. You act based on values, not feelings. Small choices become easier because you know why you make them. You are not forcing discipline. You are aligning actions with identity. Every repeated choice reinforces who you are becoming. Every habit strengthens a version of you. Over time, your lifestyle reflects your decisions automatically. This is the invisible power of identity-based habits. You do not chase change. You embody it. Once identity and daily choices align, another force begins working in the background, the ripple effect. Habits never stay isolated. One repeated action spreads into other areas of your life, whether you want it or not. Think of throwing a small pebble into still water. The first circle is small. Then it expands. Then it reaches places far from the impact point. Habits work the same way. One habit affects your energy. Energy affects focus. Focus affects decisions. Decisions affect results. Positive habits create positive ripples. When you read daily, even for a few minutes, your thinking improves. Better thinking leads to better decisions. Better decisions lead to better outcomes. You start speaking more clearly. You gain confidence. You make smarter choices without effort. Exercise creates similar ripples. A short daily walk improves energy. Higher energy improves focus. Better focus improves work quality. Improved work quality leads to more confidence and opportunity. One small habit quietly upgrades multiple areas of life. Saving money works the same way. A small daily saving habit builds discipline. Discipline builds control. Control builds confidence. Confidence leads to better financial decisions. Over time, security replaces anxiety. These changes do not arrive with announcements. They arrive gradually. One day you notice that things feel easier. You handle stress better. You react less. You think clearer. That is the ripple effect at work. Negative habits also create ripples. Skipping sleep drains energy. Low energy reduces focus. Poor focus leads to mistakes. Mistakes create stress. Stress fuels more bad habits. The cycle repeats quietly. Excessive scrolling steals attention. Lost attention weakens productivity. Low productivity creates frustration. Frustration leads to avoidance. Avoidance reinforces the habit. Damage builds slowly. The danger with negative habits is delay. The cost does not appear immediately. Because the pain is postponed, repetition continues. People only notice once the damage becomes obvious. This is why awareness is critical. If you spot negative patterns early, you can interrupt them before momentum builds. Momentum is the hidden engine behind habits. Once a habit gains momentum, it requires less effort. The first action feels heavy. The 10th feels normal. The 100th feels automatic. Momentum works in both directions. One small win leads to another. One productive hour makes the next easier. One healthy choice reduces resistance for the next. The same applies to negative momentum. One delay invites another. One skipped task weakens discipline. Soon, avoidance feels normal. This is why early action matters. The earlier you build momentum, the easier progress becomes. The longer you delay, the harder it feels to start. Science supports this. Repetition strengthens neural pathways. The brain becomes efficient at what you repeat. Good habits require less willpower over time. Bad habits become automatic unless interrupted. This explains why short bursts of intense effort fail. They do not last long enough to rewire behavior. Consistent small actions do. Small actions repeated daily beat occasional intensity every time. To use the ripple effect intentionally, start with one habit. Make it simple. Make it repeatable. Make it non-negotiable. Observe how it influences other areas. You will notice changes beyond the habit itself. Mood improves. Focus improves. Confidence improves. That is not coincidence. That is compounding momentum. The goal is not perfection. The goal is direction. Each ripple pushes you forward or pulls you back. Choose the direction consciously. Once momentum starts building, consistency becomes the deciding factor. Consistency is what turns small actions into lasting change. Many people believe success comes from intensity, a powerful burst of effort, a sudden transformation, but intensity fades. Consistency remains. One intense workout does not make you fit. One long study session does not make you skilled. One productive week does not change your career. Progress comes from repeated effort over time. Consistency is the engine that powers the compound effect. Without consistency, habits weaken. Momentum breaks. Progress resets. This is why people start strong and fade quickly. They rely on excitement instead of structure. Consistency is built through routines. A routine removes decision-making. When an action happens at the same time and place each day, It stops feeling optional. It becomes automatic. If you exercise at the same time daily, you stop debating whether to do it. If you read before bed every night, you stop negotiating. Routine replaces willpower. This matters because willpower is unreliable. It changes with mood, energy, and stress. Structure remains stable. When life gets busy, routines protect your habits. Discipline supports consistency. Discipline is not punishment, it is commitment. It is the ability to act without needing motivation. Motivation comes and goes. Discipline stays. People often wait to feel ready. Ready rarely arrives. Discipline means acting anyway. It means showing up even when results feel invisible. This is where patience becomes important. Small habits feel slow. Progress feels delayed. Many people quit because they expect fast results from small actions. The compound effect requires time. Expectations must match reality. Drastic changes fail because they are unsustainable. Small actions succeed because they can be maintained for years. 10 minutes daily beats 1 hour weekly. Consistency beats intensity. Another key to consistency is flexibility. Missing once does not matter. Quitting does. Recovery matters more than perfection. Return to routine quickly. Consistency builds trust with yourself. Every time you follow through, confidence grows. You begin to see yourself as reliable. That identity reinforces behavior. Over time, discipline becomes easier. What once required effort becomes normal. This is how ordinary people achieve extraordinary results. Consistency is not exciting. It is powerful. Consistency without awareness can still drift off course. This is where tracking becomes essential. Tracking is not about obsession. It is about clarity. When you measure what you do, you understand what works and what does not. Awareness turns effort into progress. Many people feel busy but see no results. The problem is not effort. The problem is lack of measurement. Without tracking, habits lose direction. You cannot improve what you do not observe. Start by deciding what matters. Focus on a few key areas: health, learning, finances, productivity. Each area has simple indicators: steps walked, pages read, money saved, time focused. These numbers turn abstract goals into something real. Tracking does not need to be complex. A notebook works. A simple app works. A daily checkmark works. The act of recording reinforces behavior. It tells your brain that the action matters. Tracking reveals patterns. You see what drains energy. You see what improves results. Late nights, skipped meals, lost focus, or steady routines. Clear mornings, consistent effort. Patterns remove confusion. Tracking also enables correction. When something stops working, you adjust, you refine, you improve. Growth becomes intentional instead of accidental. A success journal adds another layer. Writing down small wins builds motivation. Reflection builds learning. Evidence builds confidence. You stop doubting progress because you can see it. Once habits are consistent and tracked, acceleration becomes possible. Acceleration multiplies results. It comes from environment, people, and systems. Your environment shapes behavior. Clean spaces reduce friction. Supportive people reinforce habits. Distractions weaken discipline. Design your environment to support growth. Mentors accelerate learning. Learning from others saves time. You avoid mistakes. You adopt proven strategies. Progress speeds up. Momentum stacking multiplies effort. One habit supports another. Energy improves focus. Focus improves output. Output creates opportunity. Progress compounds faster. Acceleration supports habits. It does not replace them. Foundations matter. The compound effect works quietly. When you support it intentionally, it becomes unstoppable. Do not chase intensity. Chase consistency. Track progress. Design your environment. Choose better influences. Stack momentum. Ordinary actions create extraordinary outcomes. If this helped you, like, share, and subscribe to Mind Booked. Stay consistent, stay intentional, and let the compound effect transform your life.